A few times I thought I was gonna pass out because it was hot on that staircase.
Diddy, rituals, sacrifices, and much more. Diddy's rise to fame wasn't just about his talent or business acumen. Behind the music empire, the luxury, and the famous parties lay a much darker world that's slowly being exposed for what it really is.
What do you mean by that?
From disturbing rituals at his infamous white parties to the sinister way he treated people who dared to get too close, Diddy's name is now tied to a series of shocking allegations that go far beyond the music industry. These accusations paint a picture of a man who used manipulation, abuse, and even sacrifice to climb the ladder of success with lives left ruined in his wake.
No. Wait.
Let's start with Diddy's famous white parties. Legendary in the entertainment world, celebrities from all over would gather dressed in white at luxurious estates, and for years these parties were considered the ultimate status symbol. But what the public didn't see was the twisted side of these gatherings. Beneath the glitz, the champagne, and the A-list guests, there were rumors of something much more disturbing going on behind closed doors. People who attended these parties have since come forward, claiming that Diddy would orchestrate bizarre and unsettling activities. Some described private rooms where guests were encouraged to indulge in drugs, while others were forced into uncomfortable sexual encounters. These weren't just regular parties, there was a calculated aspect to them. Diddy allegedly had a network of handlers who would bring in young women, sometimes underage, and get them drunk or high, only to later pressure them into degrading situations.
Yeah, boy.
One disturbing account came from a woman who said she was invited to one of these white parties in 2006. She thought it was a career opportunity, but instead she found herself in a private room with several other women and a group of men, including Diddy. She described the night as a blur of drugs, forceful demands, and the pressure to do whatever was asked of her. The parties became infamous in industry circles, but nobody dared to speak out, knowing Diddy had the power to make or break careers.
We swear you'll be fine. Right?
Yes, I swear.
She just wanted some help tracking.
She confessed, leak plugged.
Diddy's control over people wasn't limited to parties. Many victims have described being subjected to what he called freak-offs, organized events where women were drugged and forced to perform sexual acts. These gatherings were kept secret, and Diddy would invite wealthy businessmen and celebrities to participate in these perverse spectacles. Some women reported being given drugs without their knowledge, only to wake up the next morning not remembering what had happened.
Holy fucking shit.
One woman who came forward in 2023 recounted her experience at one of these freak-offs, stating that Diddy forced her into sexual acts while he watched, laughing with others. She was told that if she didn't comply, she would never work in the industry again. This kind of psychological and physical abuse became a pattern for Diddy, who used fear and intimidation to control his victims. These freak-offs were an essential part of Diddy's manipulative tactics. He would invite powerful people from the industry, allowing them to partake in these illegal acts, knowing that this would ensure their silence. In this way, Diddy created an environment where he could continue his abuse with little fear of retribution, and for years it worked. But the walls started to crumble when people like Cassie Ventura began to speak out. Cassie Ventura was more than just another victim. She was someone who spent nearly a decade under Diddy's control. Starting in 2007, when she was signed to Bad Boy Records, Cassie quickly found herself caught in a toxic relationship with Diddy. He isolated her from friends and family, dictating who she could see and what she could do. Her music career took a backseat to Diddy's desires. Cassie's story is filled with chilling accounts of how Diddy would force her to engage in sexual acts with other men while he watched. He would encourage her to use drugs, and if she resisted, he would become violent. Cassie even revealed that Diddy once offered her a bizarre ultimatum: continue to submit to his abuse or lose everything she'd worked for.
No.
One of the most shocking revelations came when Cassie shared how Diddy allegedly tried to force her to participate in a sacrifice. He became obsessed with the idea of using spiritual rituals to gain more power in the industry. claiming that sacrificing someone close to him would cement his place at the top. While Cassie was able to escape this horrifying ordeal, others weren't so lucky. Sacrifice rumors have long followed Diddy's career, and several people close to him have died under mysterious circumstances. Two of the most notable cases involve rapper Chinks and the legendary Notorious B.I.G., also known as Biggie Smalls. Chinks was a rising star in the hip-hop world, and his murder in 2015 left many questioning what really happened. Some believe that Diddy had a hand in his death, sacrificing Chinks to protect his own empire. While the details remain murky, those close to Chinks have hinted at the fact that his relationship with Diddy had soured before his death, leading some to believe that Chinks was no longer of use to him and was eliminated for the sake of maintaining Diddy's status. But the most famous and tragic case involves Biggie Smalls. Biggie's death in 1997 shocked the world, and for years it's been surrounded by conspiracy theories. Some believe that Diddy orchestrated the hit on Biggie, not just for business reasons, but as part of a larger plan to solidify his position in the industry. The theory goes that Diddy had made deals with higher powers in the entertainment world, and Biggie's death was part of the sacrifice needed to elevate Diddy's career. Whether or not these theories hold weight, what's clear is that Diddy's relationships with both Chinks and Biggie were complicated, and their untimely deaths have only added to the darkness surrounding his legacy. As of 2024, Diddy's empire has started to crumble. The revelations about his behavior, combined with lawsuits from victims like Cassie Ventura and others, have led to a full-blown federal investigation. Law enforcement agencies have been gathering evidence against Diddy for years, but it wasn't until recently that they had enough to move forward with an arrest. Diddy was arrested in 2024 on charges that include sex trafficking, racketeering, and even murder conspiracy. The charges stem from years of investigations where victims finally felt safe enough to come forward and share their stories. His arrest sent shockwaves through the entertainment industry as more and more people began to speak out about the abuse they suffered at his hands. One of the key pieces of evidence in the case against Diddy involves recordings from some of his freak-offs, which were secretly filmed by participants who later handed the footage over to authorities. These recordings show Diddy not only participating in illegal activities, but also orchestrating them, forcing others to engage in acts of violence and degradation for his own enjoyment. The arrest has also reopened several cold cases, including the deaths of Chinks and Biggie Smalls, as investigators look into Diddy's potential involvement in their murders. As more evidence comes to light, it's becoming clear that Diddy's fall from grace is not just about abuse and control, it's about a much deeper, more sinister world that he's been a part of for decades. Diddy's story is no longer just one of a successful music mogul who climbed to the top of the industry. It's a story of a man who used his power, wealth, and influence to control and destroy the lives of others. From the twisted rituals of his white parties to the terrifying accounts of his freak-offs and the mysterious deaths of those close to him, Diddy's empire was built on something far darker than talent and business savvy. With his arrest and the ongoing federal investigation, it's clear that Diddy's time at the top is over. His legacy, once defined by his contributions to music, is now forever tainted by the abuse, violence, and manipulation he wielded to get ahead. As more victims come forward and the full extent of his crimes is revealed, Diddy's empire is crumbling and the truth is finally coming to light. Do you think Diddy will truly face the consequences of his alleged actions? Or do you believe he'll manage to evade accountability and emerge unscathed from the truth? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
Subscribe, motherfucker.